Hey guys, so this is my longest time being in freedom in the last 1.5 years. Um, yeah, so um, I don't know. I could describe prison if you're interested. Basically, there was no contraband when I was there or anything. We had coffee, so that was pretty good. But I was in the mental health section of the prison, so it had to be brought in. So in the commissary, it cost like $3, but I'll pay $15 for a bag of it. I'm not sure how I got into the unit. I think the correctional officers brought it in for me because I don't see any other way to get onto the unit. You just sit there in your box. I'll take my antipsychotics, sleep half the day away, wake up, have my coffee, listen to the radio. It's always weird about radio that they play the same songs over and over. I mean, in theory, they can play anything, right? They play 5 songs over and over. Radio isn't really for cars anymore. It's for prison inmates. And they should make it a lot better than what it used to be, what it currently is. Every time I left the prison, I go to a state hospital. I'll be there for like a year. It'd be ridiculous. A hospital isn't a hospital. Use the word hospital, but it's really a confinement center. In the last hospital I was in, I had Ritalin prescription, so I was very talkative. And the employees took notice and complained about me. They took away my Ritalin, which really sucked. I'm hoping to get a new script for it because it makes me a lot more functional. But you wake up in the morning, they're like, program, get your program here. And you go to these stupid ass programs with people that you really don't want to go to. And it's just a means of keeping people employed in the hospital. The people doing the programs are really low IQ. And just, you feel trapped in the programs. Like, it's not really like you can have a cigarette and some coffee and enjoy them or anything. So yeah, I was there for like 8 months, which once again wasn't that bad of a time frame because people have been there for like 20 years. So I don't want to get lost in there, but there was a helicopter flew by, and now it flew by in the sky, like it was hovering literally over the window on the level of the hospital windows, like right over there. I don't know if it was a military helicopter or a YPD helicopter, but I mean whoever it was, thanks a lot. That was pretty cool of them. When I was first in the Jewish section of the hospital, in the first Jewish hospital I was in before state hospital, they said, "Oh, I'll be out in a week." Then gave me a release date within a few weeks. Then they took it back and said, "Going to the state hospital." So I don't know why they sold me. It was just a bad psychiatrist, I guess, a bad system. This was around the time the Hamas took the Israeli hostages, and I got out before the hostages did, I guess. So that was pretty cool. Hopefully they get the hostages out. I think what Israel did with Gaza was really kind of an overreaction. I mean, I understand your citizens are kidnapped, but you can't just be bombing schools and shit. And it gives a bad PR for all the Jewish people out there. I mean, I consider myself Jewish, so despite being Christian, I'm Jewish, so it is what it is. It's yeah. The employees always make fun of people. They'll sit there being unprofessional. You're not allowed to have phones, but they'll be on their phones all day. They don't make that much money, so I mean, I'm not surprised. But I mean, it goes to show that like, nobody wants that job. Like, it's unethical. Nobody wants that job, and you really have to entice people to go there. Because there'll be people who can't speak English working that job. And that's how deep they have to dig to find somebody to work that fucking job. Uh, my family would be allowed to order me out food once a week, and they'll bring it up. And it'll be always like ex-military black guy who gets it. 'Cause he was pretty cool. There'd be one like Arab guy who's a complete sociopath and wouldn't bring up the food, so the black guy had to step in and bring it up for me. Um, yeah, they let me out with like a slew of drugs that got like a little bit reduced by the time I got out. But I mean, I just want my own prescription. I'm trying to find a real psychiatrist to prescribe it to me. Um, yeah, so as the weeks went by towards the end, I was really excited to go home. I was just like counting down the days, counting down the hours, and by the end it was like 12 hours till I go home. Yay. So, I should be rich by the way. Not rich, but wealthy. I get millions of YouTube views, and it's all hidden from me, so I can't profit on it. I have people asking me to give me money on Cash App. Well, they search my Cash App tag, nothing comes up. So it's a vast conspiracy to keep me poor, and it makes no sense to me. So I don't know. I want supposed to do get a job or something. Or like I don't know. Maybe I'll contact the military. I really don't know what to do about that. Da, 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 da. So I've been out for 39 days. That's pretty good. I'm sure. I swear it's gonna be the last time I ever go to the hospital. I'm never gonna like do anything stupid, like call the police to shoot me or anything retarded. There was a lady in the hospital who, at first, I thought was bad, but then she campaigned for me and said, "No, he doesn't need this. He doesn't need this. He just go home. He doesn't have to go to like a group home or anything." I had a good psychiatrist. She's like, "I promise I'll get you out." I'm like, "Okay," and she did. She got me out. So she's a nice lady. She had self-injury scars, which is kind of weird for a psychiatrist. But I mean, I'm happy somebody with self-injury scars like me could attain a high profession like that. She was like, well, Hindu, I guess, Indian, and she she's like, oh, so do you still believe in reincarnation stuff? I'm like, I don't know, maybe. She's like, yeah, 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 but you don't control it, right? I'm like, no, I don't control it. So, yeah. And Trump's in vitro thing that he's trying to make free in vitro for fertilization, it's really dangerous because if someone was to reincarnate, well, what would be trapped in some in vitro frozen state? It's complete nuts. I mean, I fully support Trump as a candidate, but he has to ban that policy. I mean, it's almost as if he's just doing that policy to trap me into not reincarnating. And I'm sure there's many of us who would probably reincarnate. So, I don't know. I'm sure the deities will arrange for me to go to like a fertilized state in a safe body or something. I don't know how it works. It sounds risky. I should probably just go up to the Hindu deities after my death and fuck around with them. Um, I saw a church procession on TV for two people who died, two I think NHL hockey players or whatever, or a hockey player and his brother. And Yahweh's like, yeah, they're in hell. And I'm like, well, it's a Catholic procession, Yahweh. Put them in heaven. He's like, put them in heaven. So now they're back in heaven. Having experienced the fear of the demons, they're like just happy to be in heaven. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's about it, I guess. Um, I don't know. I need money, basically. That's basically the only thing that concerns me. I'll be laying in bed all day smoking cigarettes and shit. So I'm pretty not active. Uh, to all the girls, I love you, and you're amazing. Uh, we will resist the patriarchies, and you'll be my harem, and we'll have lots of fun together. So, you know, yeah. All right, girls. I'll see you guys.